House is a place where we live, and house protect us from rain, wind, heat, wild animals and thieves. So house protect us from rain, wind, heat, then wild animals and thieves, isn't it? And when you visit your friends or relatives' house, do you find that they have the same kind of house or they have the same type of house? No, isn't it? So people live in different types of houses. Houses can be of different shape, size and can also be made of different kinds of materials. So there are different types of houses and the house varies in different shape, size and can also be made of different kinds of materials. So what are the materials used for building a house? Yes, normally houses are built using bricks, stones, then cement and steel, and windows and doors are made up of wood, isn't it? So normally the houses are made up of bricks, stones, cement and steel, and the doors and windows will be made up of wood, and there are some houses made up of hay, bamboo, then mud, twigs and leaves. So there are some houses that are made up of bamboo, mud, hay. Hay means what? Grass. So then twigs and leaves. Some houses can be seen with flat roofs. So some houses can be seen with flat roofs and some houses can be seen with sloping roofs. So some houses can be seen with sloping roofs. So this is the flat roof. This is the flat roof and this is the sloping roof. So this is the flat roof and this is the sloping roof. So some houses can be seen with flat roof and some houses can be seen with sloping roof. And do you know that these houses are made according to the climatic condition of the particular area? So every houses are made according to the climatic condition of the particular area. So can we have houses with flat roofs in the places of heavy snowfall? No. The snow get collected on the top. So in the heavy places of heavy snowfall, we cannot use flat roofs because snow gets collected on the top. So in the places of heavy snowfall, we will use mainly the sloping houses so that the snow can slide off easily. So mainly in heavy snowfall regions, sloping houses are preferable. Can we have flat roofs in the places of heavy rainfall? No, we cannot have flat roofs as rainwater will collect and damage the house. So they should have sloping roofs. So in the region of heavy rainfall also we cannot use flat roofs because water gets collected on the top and will damage the house. So in the region of heavy rainfall also we will prefer sloping roofs. Children, do you know the benefit of using hay for the roof? Hay. So what do you mean by hay? H-A-Y, hay. Hay means grass. So you might have seen houses that is roofed with grasses or hay, and do you find any benefit of using hay for the roof? Hay roofs keep the house remains cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So this hay, when you are touching the houses with hay roofs or grass roofs, the hay roofs keep the house remain cold in summer and warm in winter. So next we will study about multi-storied buildings and slums. So what are multi-storied buildings? What are slums? So first we will study about multi-storied buildings. So what are multi-storied buildings? Nowadays people are constructing houses one above the other. So nowadays people are constructing houses one above the other, and such houses are called multi-storied buildings. So the buildings or the houses one above the other is known as multi-storied buildings. Burned bricks or bricks made of cement then steel rods, and steel rods are used for the construction of such houses. So using burnt bricks or bricks made up of cement, then steel rods are used for the construction of multi-storied buildings. And flooring is done with tiles or marble. So floorings are done with tiles or marbles. Then there is a facility of staircases along with lift. So staircases will be there and lift facility also will be there. To construct such multi-storied buildings, huge machines such as crane and mixers are needed. To construct such buildings, such multi-storied buildings, huge machines such as cranes and mixers are needed. So this is about the multi-storied buildings. Next we will study about slum. S-L-U-M, slum. So a slum is a small house. So slum means a small house, and these houses are made with bricks, dry leaves or tin sheets. So the roof is either thatched with dry leaves or covered with tin sheets. So these type of houses will be either they will be using dry leaves nor they will be using tin sheets. And as there is no drainage, the wastewater from washing the clothes, then bathing, gets stagnated in front of the house. So these type of houses, no drainage facility will be there. So what happened is that after washing the clothes and after taking the bath, the water gets stagnant. Stagnates means what? Collected. Stagnant means collected. So this water collected in front of the house, and therefore mosquito threats is common. So what happened when water gets collected here and there, mosquitoes will be there. So a mosquito will be more in those type of areas. And in a small area, hundreds of houses are built close to one another. So every houses will be closely attached. So hundreds of houses will be built close to one another, and therefore there is no proper ventilation and lighting facilities. So in these type of houses, no proper ventilation will be there, no proper lighting facility also will not be there, and also the people who stay there do not keep their surroundings clean. So what happened? The people living in the slum also, they will not keep the surroundings clean. They dump the waste materials everywhere in the dunghills have been created there. So they will deposit the waste here and there. So in these slum areas, no drainage system is there, no proper wastage system also there. So what happened is that houseflies and other insects sit on the dunghills and spread diseases. So what happened? The houseflies and other insects, they sit on the waste materials and they will spread diseases. So this is about the slum. Next we will study about the different types of houses. Different types of houses, and there are mainly two types of houses, that is kacha house, that is the kacha house and the pakka house. So there are two types of houses, that is the kacha house, and second one is the pakka house. So there are different types of houses, mainly two types of houses are there, kacha house and pakka house. Kacha house and pakka house. So first we will study about kacha house. Kacha house is also known as hut. Small houses are known as huts. So kacha house means small houses, and these houses are made up of mud and straw. So these kacha houses will be made up of mud and straw, and they are not very strong. So this kacha house will not be very strong, and these kacha house can be made of wood, and those type of houses are called wooden houses. So kacha house can be made of wood also, and those type of houses are called wooden house. So mainly bamboos. So for this, bamboos are used to make these houses. So to make wooden house, mainly we will use bamboo. So two types of houses, kacha house and pakka house. Kacha house means hut. A small house are called kacha house, and these kacha houses are made up of mud and straw, and they are not very strong. So these kacha houses are not very strong, and they can be even made of wood also. Those type of houses are called wooden house, and for this bamboos are used to make the wooden houses. Next one is the pakka house. Pakka house is also known as permanent house. So pakka house is also known as permanent house, and these houses are made up of bricks, iron rods, cement, etc. So these pakka houses are also known as permanent house, and they are made up of bricks, iron rods, cement, etc. and they are very strong, and these pakka houses are very strong. And some of the permanent or pakka houses are sloping roof house, then flat roofed house, then apartment. These are all examples for pakka houses. So flat roofed house, sloping roofed house, then the apartment are some of the example of pakka house. And do you know the houses are built depending on the materials available in the locality and the climatic condition of the place. So the houses are built according to or depending upon the materials available in the locality and according to the climatic condition. Like human beings, animals also have variety in their shelter. So now let us study about the shelters of animals and birds. So now let us study some of the animals and birds and their shelter. The first one is the sparrow. Sparrow is a bird. So their shelter is nest. So everyone knows that sparrow, their shelter is nest, and the materials used for constructing nest is dry leaves, straw, twigs, etc. Small twigs, then straws they will use, and they will use the dry leaves also. So the shelter of sparrow is nest. Next one is the white ant. You might have heard about white ant. White ant is also known as termites. White ant is also known as termites. So mainly this white ants lives in dead trees and in the bore in the wood. So mainly inside the wood you can see this white ant or termites. So mainly in dead trees and inside or bored in wood, or inside the wood you can see this white ant or termites. Next one is the weaver bird. Weaver bird is a bird. So their shelter is nest, and they build the nest using their twigs, grass, etc. So the building materials used for the construction of nest is twigs, grass, etc. Next one is the parrot. Parrot also their shelter is a nest, and they build the nest using dry leaves, twigs, etc. So they will use dry leaves, twigs, etc. to construct the nest. Next one is the tiger. So tiger is a wild animal. So they lives in cave. So shelter of tiger is cave, and the cave, obviously the cave is built using stones. Then comes the fish. Where do they live? Yeah, fish lives in water. So their shelter is water. Then comes the woodpecker. You know about woodpecker. Woodpecker lives in the tree. So what they will do? They will make hole in the tree and they live inside that hole. Then comes the crow. The crow, they will build the nest, and they will build the nest using dry leaves, twigs, straw, etc. Then frog, you know that frog is an amphibian. They can live both in land and water. So their shelter is both land and water. Then comes the rat. Where do the rat lives? Rat lives in the hole. So rat lives in holes. Then honeybee. Where do they live? Yes, they live in the hive. So their shelter is hive. Then comes the snake. Where do the snake live? Snake also lives in the hole. So the snake lives in the hole. So these are some of the animals and birds and their shelters. So that's all about the lesson shelter, its variety. So before winding up, we'll just go for a quick recap. So first we have studied what is a house. So house is a place where we live, and we have studied about the different materials used for the construction of house. So normally houses are built using bricks, stone, cement, steel, etc. And some houses can be made up of mud, hay, bamboo, leaves, etc. Then we have studied about the sloping roof and the flat roofs. Then we have studied about the hay roofs. So hay roofs keeps the house cool. So then we have studied about the multi-storied buildings. The houses that is built one above the other is known as multi-storied buildings, and mainly bricks, steel, cement, etc. used for their construction. The flooring is done using colorful tiles and marbles. Then what else? Yeah, staircases will be there, lift facility also will be there, and huge machines are used for the construction of multi-storied buildings, like crane and mixers are used. Then we studied about the slum. A very small houses are called slums, and the houses are made up of bricks, dry leaves or tin sheets. Their houses are thatched either with leaves or dry leaves or tin sheets. Then the drainage, there is no proper drainage facility, so that water gets stagnated here and there. Then what happened? Then ventilation facility is not there. Then proper lighting facility is also not there. Then wastage system is also not there. So people deposit the waste here and there. So spread of diseases. So houseflies will be there, and other insects also will be there. So this causes spread of diseases. Then we studied about the two types of houses, that is the Pakka house and the Kacha house. So Kacha house and the Pakka house. Kacha house means hut or small houses are called Kacha house. Kacha houses can be made of wood also. So those type of houses are called wooden houses, and wooden houses are made up of bamboos. Then we studied about the Pakka house. Pakka house is also known as permanent house, and these houses are made up of bricks, iron, steel, cement, etc. And these are very strong houses. And some of the Pakka houses or permanent houses are sloping roofed houses, then flat roofed houses, apartment. Then these are some of the examples of Pakka houses. Then we studied about the animal shelter. So like human beings, animals and birds also have their own shelter. So we have studied some of the animals and birds and their shelters. So thank you. See you next class.